The neon lights of the Lion's Den bar in San Jose, California, flickered against the cold night air on January 31, 1977. Inside, the atmosphere was warm and lively, filled with the chatter of patrons. Jeanette Ralston, a 24-year-old mother from San Mateo, was among the crowd, sharing laughs with her friends. Known for her vibrant spirit and warm smile, Jeanette was a beacon of joy, a young woman who balanced the responsibilities of motherhood with moments of carefree socializing. As the clock ticked toward midnight, Jeanette stood up, smoothing her jacket, and said to her friends that she would be back in a few minutes. Her friends watched as she walked out into the chilly night, accompanied by a man they didn't recognize. San Jose was a growing hub in the heart of Silicon Valley, its nightlife a blend of locals and transients. So the departure of Jeanette with that unknown man seemed normal to them. But as minutes stretched into hours, Jeanette didn't return, and a quiet worry began to gnaw at her friends. The next morning, February 1, 1977, the owner of an apartment building on Graham Avenue, just a short walk from the Lion's Den, began their daily rounds. Their eyes caught on an unfamiliar Volkswagen Beetle parked in the carport, a vehicle that didn't belong to any tenant. Curiosity turned to dread as they approached and peered through the window. Jeanette's body lay crumpled in the back seat, a long-sleeved shirt knotted tightly around her neck. The scene was harrowing. Marks of a violent struggle were evident, and the medical examiner later confirmed she had been strangled. An autopsy revealed signs of and there were traces of an attempt to set the car ablaze, though the fire had failed to take hold, preserving the grim scene within. The San Jose Police Department descended on the carport, beginning a meticulous investigation. Detectives interviewed Jeanette's friends, who recounted her final moments at the bar and described the man she had left with. A composite sketch was created based on their descriptions, capturing the vague outline of a stranger's face. Officers canvassed the neighborhood, knocking on doors and questioning regulars at the Lion's Den. They collected fingerprints and other evidence from the car, hoping for a breakthrough. But the forensic technology of the 1970s was rudimentary compared to today's standards. The fingerprints didn't match any in the limited databases available, and the sketch, while circulated widely, led to no solid leads. The investigation, despite the police's best efforts, began to falter, each lead dissolving into dead ends. Jeanette's family was left in a state of profound grief. Her son, Alan, faced a future without his mother's warmth. The lack of answers compounded their pain, as the question of who had taken Jeanette's life lingered like an open wound. Months turned into years, and the case file on Jeanette's murder was relegated to the archives of the San Jose Police Department, a cold case among many, its pages gathering dust as the world moved on. The 1970s gave way to the 1980s, then the 1990s, and with each passing decade, forensic science evolved. DNA analysis emerged as a powerful tool, and fingerprint databases grew more sophisticated. Yet, Jeanette's case remained untouched, a silent reminder of a life cut short and a mystery unsolved. Her family held on to memories of her laughter, her love for Alan, and the vibrant spirit that had defined her. Alan grew up, carrying the weight of his mother's absence, his childhood marked by questions that no one could answer. In 2011, a new chapter began with the establishment of the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office Cold Case Unit. This dedicated team was tasked with revisiting unsolved homicides, armed with modern forensic tools and a commitment to justice. Since its inception, the unit has solved over 30 cases, some dating back to 1969, bringing closure to families who had long given up hope. Jeanette's case was among those flagged for review, its details haunting prosecutors like Deputy District Attorney Rob Baker, who described it as a case that had lingered in the minds of the unit since its formation. In August 2024, nearly 48 years after Jeanette's death, the Cold Case Unit decided to take another look at the evidence preserved from her Volkswagen Beetle. Among the items was a carton of e-cigarettes, a seemingly mundane piece of evidence collected in 1977. On this carton was a thumbprint, meticulously documented but unmatched at the time due to the limitations of early databases. The FBI had upgraded its fingerprint search algorithm in 2018, significantly improving its ability to match prints.
We threw a Hail Mary by running all of the prints from the crime scene through the FBI database one last time.
The gamble paid off. The database returned a match. The thumbprint belonged to Willie Eugene Sims, a 69-year-old man living in Jefferson, Ohio. Sims was no stranger to law enforcement. In 1977, at the age of 21, he was an Army private stationed at Fort Ord, a military base 70 miles from San Jose, which closed in 1994. A year after Jeanette's murder, in 1978, Sims was convicted in Monterey County of assault to commit murder and robbery, a violent crime involving a knife that led to a 4-year prison sentence. This prior conviction, while unrelated to Jeanette's case, painted a picture of a man capable of violence. The sketch created in 1977, based on witness descriptions, bore a striking resemblance to Sims' booking photo from that era, adding another layer of connection. To solidify the case, investigators needed more than a fingerprint. In early 2025, a team from the San Jose Police Department and the District Attorney's Office traveled to Ohio with a search warrant. They collected a DNA sample from Sims, which was sent to the Santa Clara County Crime Lab. The results were unequivocal. The DNA matched genetic material found under Jeanette's fingernails and on the long-sleeved shirt used to strangle her. The evidence was now overwhelming, linking Sims directly to the crime scene. On May 6, 2025, Willie Eugene Sims was arrested in Jefferson, Ohio, and charged with the murder of Jeanette Ralston, as announced by the Santa Clara County DA's office. He was arraigned in Ashtabula County Court, held without bail, and is scheduled for extradition to California, where he faces a potential sentence of 25 years to life if convicted. District Attorney Rob Baker underscored the significance of the breakthrough. In a statement reported by CNN, he said,
"Every day, forensic science grows better, and every day, criminals are closer to being caught. Cases may grow old and be forgotten by the public. We don't forget and we don't give up."
For Alan Ralston, now 55, the arrest was a moment of profound relief and sorrow. He was just 6 when his mother was taken from him, and the decades since had been marked by the absence of answers. The cold case unit reached out to him on the morning of the arrest, sharing the news that a suspect had been identified.
"I'm just glad that somebody cared,"
Alan told WIOTV, his voice heavy with gratitude. On social media, he thanked the detectives for their relentless pursuit of justice, a sentiment echoed by the Ashtabula County Prosecutor's Office, which praised the collaborative effort across state lines. As a poignant gesture, investigators provided Alan with new photos of his mother for his birthday, a small but meaningful connection to the woman he had lost so long ago. The resolution of Jeanette Ralston's case is a powerful reminder of the impact of perseverance and technological advancement. A thumbprint on a cigarette carton, preserved for nearly half a century, became the key to unlocking a mystery that had haunted a family and a community for decades. The sketch from 1977, the DNA evidence, and the dedication of the cold case unit converged to bring a measure of justice to Jeanette's memory. While the pain of her loss will never fully fade, the arrest of Willie Eugene Sims offers a chance for closure, a testament to the enduring hope that even the coldest cases can find resolution.